Hey family, so today we're going to take a look at any incoming messages you have coming your way. We're going to see who wants to talk to you and anyone that's thinking of reaching out, okay? I do want to lead with mini collective message as I was cleansing in preparation for your piles. Have faith in your dreams jumped out of the deck, which lets me know that for the most part, everyone coming here to select a pile today is going to get some reassurance. They're going to get confirmation, really messages that give you more confidence in any direction you're headed in or contemplating. Okay, so that's going to be a general thing. Now, before we get into the pile selection, those of you that are new, we read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You have to find yourself and the lesson and the journey. So now I'll go ahead and hold it up. All right, reminder, we're trying to see any incoming messages and who wants to talk to you. Pile number 1 is the mini mixed fruit tart. Pile number 2 is the mini tiramisu cake. Pile number 3 is the mini lemon tart. And then pile number 4 is the mini strawberry mousse cake. Okay? I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1, my mini mixed fruit tart. Let's take a look at who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out? Any incoming messages you should be anticipating? Let's see, my mini mixed fruit tart. There was one I put back. There's definitely someone. Okay, we'll grab that in a second. Someone's thinking of sending you a message. They are not going to send it. They're going to delete it. Okay. Now, I'm not saying they won't eventually send the message, but as of now, right now, there's someone that's just like, no, I'm not sending that. Oh, no, I shouldn't do it. Send a message and deleting. So what is this? We got a maturing energy of a dream. Some of you, your dreams are reassuring you, confirming something. Like, if you're having weird, suspicious dreams, if you're having interesting dreams, they're telling you something. So yeah, you're going to get some subconscious messages. Yes, you may get something that would like validated, especially if you're hypersensitive, if you're intuitive. A dream is going to confirm something for you, or someone's going to do something that you first felt or had a dream related to. Okay. I like it. You can trust your instincts, confidence in your intuition. But this also talks about fruition of some sort of a dream, right? I'll hold it up so you can see a little better. Yeah, so it talks about fruition of some sort of a dream, something you've been working on and all of the things. I do have Scorpio, which is the shaman. That does confirm what I was talking about, where I mentioned like validation of dreams, validation of suspicions. Like, this is definitely a pile of confirmations and things that you were already aware of. Like, especially since I keep tucking this deck into the shadows, right? Like, I keep tucking it in that corner, like I'm hiding it. Like, there's going to be some revelations, some things that are revealed, especially when we talk about things that are Scorpio in nature or 8th house themes, transitions, inheritances. When we talk about things that are ruled by that house, we talk about debts, inheritances, any sort of a transition. But shaman with dreams definitely confirms that it's something you feel, something you sense, something that touches your instincts before it happens. Okay. Some of you, this is also a person with this distinct Scorpio, shaman, dreamy like aura that wants to talk to you. So let me pull from the tarot. Tell me about my mini fruit tart. And I did cleanse these in advance because I don't want to shuffle as long as I do. So it's cleansed for those of you that notice. Okay, yeah, it's definitely someone with that vibe. Look at that, the high priestess. So what is that, right? So I got the shaman and the high priestess. Some of you, like when we do talk about love, there's someone with a similar vibe aesthetic as you that's like really like thinking that you'd be a good match for them, like the high priestess to their shaman or the shaman to their high priestess. I like that a lot. But that definitely validates what I'm saying. Like some of you may have a reader, some of you may have a psychic, an astrologer, or something like that that's going to give you messages. Some of you are going to get a reading. I love that. Some of you are going to get a reading from someone and it's going to really validate and confirm a lot of things for you. But go to the dream readings. There's definitely a message for you there, okay? There's a playlist on the channel. The members, it will be in your post, okay? But what I like to see is revelation of things, clarification on things that were once hidden, things that were once confusing. I don't want your reading to be all ominous and woo, but there's a lot of confusion, a lot that's been in the dark that you've not been aware of. Doesn't have to be a shadow, right? It could be someone that's been secretly supporting you, whether you realized it or not. And you're like, you know, this person's actually been like helping me, rooting for me, speaking highly of me in rooms I don't have access to, like that phrase that people use. So that's the lighter expression of that. So I like to see it because the Queen of Cups is someone that's very compassionate, very caring and nurturing regarding you. Like someone that's really like, I need to take care of pile one. I need to support pile one. So that's a good thing. Let's see. I got a heavy feminine presence after that initial masculine because shaman is in that deck. Yeah, I got a feminine confirmation there with the Queen of Pentacles for those of you that needed that. Tell me more about who wants to talk to my pot one. Will they reach out? Someone's sweating. That's interesting. I got a King of Swords here. Maybe this is the person that is sweating. That makes sense if it's the love message, right? If someone's like really nervous about interacting with you, they feel like you have similar vibes, similar aesthetics, similar auras. We got the Eight of Cups. It does talk about ascension and travel and growth. Some of you, a message you're going to get is regarding someone's growth, someone's development, someone's doing better. So far, I have more of a watery feminine that's more intuitive, emotional, creative. I have more of a sharp, to the point masculine that's very clear and direct with their words. May not be the most sensitive, right? May not sugarcoat things in a way that maybe they could, but they always are well-intending. That's someone else that's on the table. Someone that's traveled, someone that may have traveled from you. Those are people. Some of you are going to get messages regarding your ability to travel and move beyond something. Tell me more. For my mixed fruit tart, please. Take this one. Time for healing. You're going to get messages that, okay, so there's a lot of shamanism, high priestess, spiritual energy on the table. And even if you don't align with that energy where you would need messages there, it talks about your intuition, your subconscious mind, right? That's what that rules. So when we talk about mental health and things regarding that, I see messages that help support you in healing in that area. But also I mentioned the dream readings because regardless of spiritual energy, right? Regardless of energy healing, all of the things, the most powerful thing that you use for alchemy is in fact your mind. It controls your entire body, your nervous system and all. So there's some internal messages like your higher self in a spiritual sense, but as well as your mind, like your subconscious mind is reaching out to you, trying to connect with you in a way where it's going to lead to some sort of healing. So prioritize your rest, prioritize your dreams, take notes, because the most important messages that are headed your way are from yourself. So if you're scripting, if you're taking notes in your journal, like you need to be keeping track of your own mind, right? A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Yeah, right? Like what I like though, any area of life where you've needed healing, where you've, yeah, let's do this. Any area of life where you've needed healing, where you've needed resolution, clarification there, resolution there, okay? Literally. And moving beyond something, healing, I love to see it. You'll get that clarification if you've been considering, or if you're already in works of like any energy healing. Like if there is, I never encourage you guys to go to people you don't know, right? But if there is anyone that you've been called to in terms of energy healing, Reiki healing, even if it's just a doctor, a specific doctor, things like that, for those of you where you need that, you need to go ahead. You'll get the best information, the best messages regarding that. What else? Yeah, let's pull more cards and see. Scorpio is actually at the bottom of your reset. So there's a shift, a transition. You're going to get messages that are going to completely change who you are as a person. That's interesting. I don't know why, but it's something about your growth and your ascension and your healing and where the direction you're heading in life, okay? And it makes sense because look, we have a trine here, which talks about angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So all of the news you've got coming in is the most helpful, supportive messages, whether it is your inner self, right? Your subconscious mind, spirit guides, trusting your intuition, which is usually a combination of those two I just said, any external professional assistance, whether we talk about psychics, astrologers, energy healers, that's going to be things that help you progress. Okay, so what's here? We got Pisces, which rules shamanism, high priestess, definitely my spiritual woo-woo pile. It says intimacy, intuition, compassion. Go to the dream readings. I'm not just saying that. It's just that your messages are so much aligned with that, right? Especially when we talk about not only your inner self, but any spirit guides, any angelic support that you're not quite comprehending. I'll say it like that. I feel like I've gotten this before in a pile where the messages that are coming in are kind of spiritual, kind of internal, and something's going to click, right? And when it does, it's going to really propel you. Things are going to be easier. You're going to feel supported. You're going to kind of feel like you belong in the world a little more, because some of you aren't necessarily grounded. This is a pile of you're going to be grounded soon in the best way. So I only got one more deck in the bottom. Oh, I've only got one more deck in your advice, and I will close you out. But pay attention to your dreams. Go to the dream readings. Heed any spiritual guidance you get where it makes sense. Don't overindulge in these types of readings. If that's what you've been doing, take what you need and leave the rest. And make sure you stay grounded, okay? So when it comes to love, tell me about my mini mixed fruit tart, please. All right. Personal issue reaches resolution. So if you've been struggling in some area, like if you've been struggling regarding love, that's going to mature soon. If you connect with your higher self, I don't need these cards, okay? Listen. Messages, the most important messages regarding love, your life path, are going to come from your higher self. It says, no matter how dark or muddy your path may be, trust the guidance of your higher self. If you don't listen to yourself, then I don't know what to tell you. I won't take it personally if you don't listen to me, because if you're not trusting your own intuition, who am I, right? Exactly. Laughter. So it says the laughter shared between soulmates warms the spirit in a way no quote could ever. Trust your higher self in terms of things that, like, you've been getting hunches to prioritize joy and pleasure. You've been getting hunches to do things that make you laugh, that make you feel good. Some of you are going to get messages that make you laugh quite literally very soon. You're going to laugh at yourself soon when you have some realizations. You're going to laugh at some situation that's been hidden from you that is revealed, for better or for worse, right? Because all of this Pisces 12th house energy with Scorpio 8th house energy, that kind of rules like karmic situations where we talk about hidden enemies as well as allies. So for better or for worse, you're going to think it's funny, the messages that are coming in for you, okay? So let me get your advice and I will wrap it up for my mini mixed fruit tart. What advice do we have here for my mini mixed fruit tart, please? Let's get one card. There we go. All right, we'll take them both. And we've got Earth's learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. I mentioned this, right? Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. I don't need these cards, but you're going to feel stable. You're going to feel earthed, right? You're going to feel grounded and belonging of this physical material plane soon. You're going to laugh. You're really going to laugh, and that's going to be great. I love that for you. And then look at you. I didn't realize, see, earth, earth, earth. Physical material earth. That's you, okay? But Earth School talks about life lessons, soul growth, like this Eight of Cups, studying, higher learning. So you're going to get knowledge, you're going to get information, you're going to get messages regarding karmic cycles closing, right? New ones beginning, right? Lessons are going to finally click, which enables you to close those cycles, but you're going to be on Earth in Earth School in the best way. I love it. I love it. So what's at the bottom so we can let you go? We got, you are a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So these are messages, but this also, I mentioned your advice. So be grounded, be stable. If you need some chakra work, prioritize the lower ones, right? Solar plexus, sacral, and especially the root, because this is someone that's kind of floating outside of your body, especially at night. Instead of dreaming, you're floating in the cosmos. Go to the dream readings. Make sure you practice grounding before you go to bed, and everything else will align for you as you start to realize that more and more, okay? Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2, my mini tiramisu cake. We're gonna see who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out? Any incoming messages you should be anticipating. And I will say, your messages that come in, crystal clear. Like, I didn't even have your mini cake in front of me when I cleansed the reset for you, but I could see it plain as day, much clearer than the others, which is interesting considering the others have bright colors. This one's earth toned. So let's see. Tell me more. Hey, I love it. You got a maturing energy of the blessing moon. So look, the messages are gonna, like, not only will the messages coming in make you feel content, like, it feels as stable comes. It's like, it doesn't feel like, oh, the news is good, it's exciting, and now move on. It's, oh, this news is good, it's exciting, now I like, the news is just like I don't even know another way to describe it. It feels like it's news that's good for like a year at least, if that makes sense. Like, whatever the message is, it's not just, oh, that was nice to hear, or yes, this is a confirmation I've been wanting. It's, this will stabilize me for a little bit, quite some time, right? So blessing moon, and I mentioned you will see it. It will be like a picture. It will be like a drawing of some kind. Let me see, hold on. Let me see. Okay, this is the energy of Virgo. It is the healer. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember if I actually picked it up in reverse or if it's supposed to be that way. I will take it in reverse, and let me tell you why. Feels like an energy of things are healed, right? If some of you, okay, all right, that this is that pile. Some of you are going to get confirmation you don't need to go to the doctor for something. Some of you are going to get news from your doctor that you don't need healing, right? You're going to be able to rest easy. You're going to feel very blessed. And, oh, I'm not like sick like I thought I was. I love to hear that. I love to see that. Like, some of you are going to get that kind of news. But something about not healing, not needing to heal is going to be a thing. Some of you are going to feel very content that you don't have to get a certain job, like maybe an extra job. That's different. That's new. Some of you are going to be content that you're not going to have to stay at the current job, right? You're going to feel very blessed that whatever current job, you're going to be able to move on from that. Something about your day-to-day routine, right? When we talk about energy of like your errands, your tasks, because this is just your regular work versus career. Some of you are going to be very blessed in that area so that you don't have to do this anymore. What is this? What else? It also rules details and having to overextend. So some of you just, that could be just the general theme of not needing to not needing to overextend, not needing to hyperfixate, not needing to what is the word? It feels like a situation where something was going to need to be prioritized in a way where it takes you from a lot of other things and you're not having to worry about it. Okay, so let's pull from the tarot. Tell me more about this mini tiramisu cake. A blessing of not needing healing. And I'm trying to say that in as general of a way as possible. Feels like the general message is that nothing's wrong, right? That's the message is coming. Nothing's wrong. Okay, tell me more about who wants to talk to my mini tiramisu cake. Let's see, who wants to talk? There we go. Oh yeah, look, you had blessing, moon, contentment in a maturing sense. You got this harvest of the Seven of Pentacles in a maturing sense. Now this, I always use this, not always in a positive sense, but for the most part, it talks about where you've planted seeds. You've been working, you've been waiting. Like, when's it gonna grow? When am I gonna get the harvest? Like, I expected to see a tree. I expected to see some fruit. Here it is. And some of you are gonna get confirmation that you've had it available to you this whole time. You've just been overlooking it in some way, or you've been overlooking some sort of a message in some way, or some type of opportunity in some way. Okay, so that's different. The maturing of these two also talks about messages that are long overdue in the best way. Things you've been anticipating for quite some time in the best way. Things that have felt stagnant and stable in terms of resolution, because the healer in reverse could be a lack of resolution when we talk about delays, right? Let's get more. Who wants to reach out to my tiramisu cake? Will they reach out? Okay, Two Swords. So Two of Swords does talk about messages that are not coming in. Okay, I'll be clear. It's a message that's not coming in. So there's at least one message that won't. Let me clarify. Tell me more about what's going on. What are these messages from my mini tiramisu cake? There's at least two people that will not message you, that will continue to avoid you. Okay, I don't know why, but that's the thing. Especially as you start doing well. So why we got all these cards? Oh, that's blank. You had the Fool at the beginning, right? We got a blank slate, Ace of Wands, new beginning. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We'll do this. That way we can keep space and all of the stuff. Fresh start. So there's some people that are going to avoid you because there is a message coming in, blank page, fresh start, from scratch. Okay, now it doesn't have to be throw your whole life away from scratch. It's just there's some type of area of life where you'll get brand new from scratch. Could be health based, could be day-to-day routine based. I mentioned jobs and things like that, but the Ace of Wands is a spark. It's inspiration, right? It gets things going towards this star energy. It's like renewed hope, renewed energy. That's what this combination feels like, and it feels like from the higher, I don't say realms, but like universal energy. When we talk about two major arcana cards, right? We talk about the energy of, I have the energy to get things done. I have the power to get things going, being very comfortable, confident in yourself, connecting in the right places and spaces. Like those are the types of opportunities that are coming here. And it feels like in you doing that, there's at least 1-2 people that are just going to avoid it. And that's the contentment. The healing in reverse could be an avoidance of resolving conflict, avoiding conflict on my table. Okay, but you do have messages, especially when we talk about the Ten of Swords, because Ten of Swords is devastation, right? It's like minor arcana tower. Okay, it talks about destruction, it talks about rock bottom on your face. It is an energy where you have been backstabbed in some way, because the swords are traditionally in the person's back. can't do that to yourself. So anyone that is on the table that would have done that type of thing to you gonna not interact with you likely. And the worst part about it is they're either not gonna message you, they're not gonna interact with you, or they will try to act like nothing happened. Two of Swords with a blank card feels like someone that's gonna just pretend nothing happened. So if this was you at one point and this is you now, or this is you now and this is you incoming, there's like 1-2 people that are gonna just be like, oh, it's fine, pile 2 is fine, so like let me just act like whatever never happened, because they're not affected by it, or whatever happened, they're blessed. Whatever the energy is, it just feels like someone that's just using the universe, God's support of you as a cop-out to, I guess, right or wrong, apologize, whatever it is. That's what's on the table, though. So let me get more. And look, because you do have at the bottom of your reset a new start. So it's like you getting a fresh start, you getting a new beginning, you feeling more energized, more passionate, you taking better care of your health, or getting the good results regarding your health. Like whoever would be, I guess, needing to right some sort of wrong, guilty, whatever it is just going to act like it's not a thing, because I guess it's just too overwhelming with emotions are running high. Supermoon. Okay. Let's see. Be bold and faith, make the first move. Cardinal energy, cardinal energy, cardinal energy. Could be someone with Aries placements, as the Emperor rules that. I associate the Ace of Wands with that, and we got that cardinal moon. But it talks about getting things going. So you're going to get news. You're going to get messages that get something going, that inspire you, that energize you. That is certain. In that, there's other messages that are not going to come in, or they're not going to come in a way that makes sense to you. Okay? Because I mentioned someone avoiding you to avoid resolving conflict. I also see at least one, could be the same person or a different one, not avoiding you, but just pretending everything's fine, because whatever they didn't do, avoided initially, didn't affect you in the way that it could have. So in their mind, it's like there's a spark. The tiramisu cake's got their spark, so it's fine. I don't need to worry about it. Like that's the personalities that are on my table. Let me get one more. Well, no, I got a couple other decks. Tell me more about these messages, and who wants to talk to my mini tiramisu cake. What else is my mini tiramisu cake? Okay, more Aquarius energy. So if Aries and Aquarius energy is a thing, this card says originality, philanthropy, and progressive imagining. So that's more aligned with the star energy. And we got fixed. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. It says stability, persistence, loyalty, dependability, networking. You're going to get messages from your networks. I say network specifically because I don't see close friends. I see acquaintances. I see extended connections. I see people you know through other people or through other situations and causes. Those are the types of messages you're going to get. So if you need confirmation there, if you need something that would affect you on a personal level, that would come through a source you don't know personally, those are the confirmations I'm getting for this group, okay? So, and they will be most stabilizing. And I see groups, organizations, all of those types of situations where you will be stable and fixed, okay? Let me get your love advice and love message and advice and close you out. So what's going on with this mini tiramisu cake's love life? Who wants to talk to them? What love messages can they anticipate? For my pile to stable, fixed, could come from a fixed sign. We got a sweet song, okay? Soulmates often use music and songs as telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. You know, some of you, when it comes to love, I don't know who it is, because that's not the overwhelming energy, unless you identified somebody on the table earlier in the pile. There's someone interested in you romantically, someone you're dealing with romantically, or at one point did, that's going to kind of like subliminally hint at something, right? Because one of these people on the table that's not going to really directly come out and interact with you in a way that they should, or apologize in a way that they should, or just dance around any issue. They're going to like, maybe they'll give you some song lyrics, give you a playlist, something musical will be a thing, versus them actually having to engage with you or actually address an issue. Okay, that's what's on the table. Now, sweet song, when we talk about just metaphors, it feels like music to my ears. The news, the messages are going to be like music to your ears. I'm not saying some of you it's going to be that avoidant energy, and others of you it's going to be the best energy. Some of you got possibly two people romantically, okay? Or even in any other area of life where you're going to get news that's just really comforting, that make you really content, okay? That's just going to make you feel really good. And we got laughter, okay? So the laughter shared between soulmates warms the spirit in a way no quote could ever. Some of you are watching multiple piles, now that they're longer, I mean shorter, should I say. Good for you, good for you. Put this here. But you're going to have some news come in that makes you feel good. For the most part, the news you get romantically will make you feel good, even if it comes from someone avoidant. The only way it's not going to be good news love-wise is if it's like some chaotic ex that led you to a 10 of swords that like tries to like act like nothing ever happened, and then you laugh. Okay? Some of you, that's the healing in reverse. You'll be like content. You'll be like, oh, I'm actually over this person. Good for you. I love it. I love it. Love it. So, feels like a very unbothered group. I love it for you. So give me the advice for my mini tiramisu cake. Give me the advice for my mini tiramisu cake. We've got Star Keeper. It says, cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. You know, that's been a recurring theme today, is stay grounded, stay on your trajectory, keep your energy up. Like, I feel like some of you in this group are actually regaining, yeah, it must be the truth, you're regaining energy, and in you doing that, stay grounded so you can maintain it, right? Stay stable. Everything is coming into perspective, right? It says none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So even if you get messages that are annoying, laugh it off, because it's like, if you stay grounded, don't worry about it. Even if there's someone that's wronged you in some way, and I know wronged feels so excessive, so dramatic, but like there's a common ground energy. So if you're around avoidant people, just don't let it stress you out, because it seems like it has a potential to make you ungrounded. And I can see why that would upset somebody, right? Like, you're just going to act like nothing's wrong, like you never did it, whatever, however, but just leave it alone, let it go. We've got the 7-star sisters. It says birthing, creations, tapestry of life, and expression. Just keep doing the things that you're energized in doing, okay? Maintain a perspective, right? And stay grounded, all right? Thank you for supporting the channel. All right, pile number 3, my mini lemon tart. Let's take a look at who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out? And just any incoming messages you should be anticipating. So tell me, okay, right in your face. I don't know, it's gonna fall into your hand, fall into your lap, okay? What is this? Oh, okay, look at you. You've been waiting for this. You've been anticipating this. You've been actively working on this. Good for you. We've got the blood moon, which talks about a rebirth. And it's like mission complete, cycle closed, like destiny fulfilled. I don't know, but it's something about a rebirth that's done. So what I like is it feels like results. If you've started over in any way, if you've started some sort of a health journey, if you started some sort of a wellness journey, if you've started any treatments, like I know a lot of people are like prioritizing their health just in general. We do have transits that symbolize a lot of physical healing for people. But it feels like finally done in the best way. So I like it. Like to see it. It's at the bottom. upright, we've got devotion. Oh yeah, if you've been committed to your rebirth, yeah, exactly. Somebody's horn's going off. If you've been committed to some sort of a rebirth, if you've been committed to some sort of like transformation, transition in any area of life, like I heard the words rise and shine. Like wake up, it's a new day, okay? I love it. I love it. I don't know why I'm creating so much space, but you know what? People are going to have to make space for you. You're going to have to make space for something. Like that's what I see on my table is needing all this space for everything good coming in. So, and you do have the world at the bottom of your reset. So, ooh, I love this conclusion for you. Rebirth complete. Feels like new me, new identity. Not saying that you have to have new identity to thrive. That's not it at all. It feels like people that are like, these are the things I need to change. These are the things I want to work on. These are the things I want to improve on. And like you finally reaching the part where like there's some successes. So good for you. Yeah, we got the Chariot, which does talk about kind of like our drive and our motivation and where we're placing our energy and going. Now it rules the sign of Cancer, home, family, comfort, our emotions, everything that we would want to be devoted to, really. So you'll get really good news in that area of life. Anything regarding maternal figures, you'll get really positive news there. Your ability to be one, you'll get really good news there. Let's see what else. Messages are coming in from my lemon tarts, my mini lemon tart. Go. Seven of Swords is a maturing energy. Well, anything you've been doing in secret, you're gonna get the confirmation that it's okay to let people see. Anything that anyone has been doing in secret, you're gonna see. Like it's done, it's happened already. Okay, I got the 5 of Cups. Watch it, because some of you may get news, confirmation messages that someone has stolen something from you in some way. Just because that's what the 7 of Swords, literally a thief in the night. I say it every time it comes out. And the 5 of Cups is someone that's kind of crying over spilled milk. Like it's milk that's poured out, you can't get it back. The only thing you can do is this rebirth with those 2 remaining cups behind you. So you'll definitely get messages regarding that. That could be someone on the table you get those messages regarding, if it's not you directly. So at the bottom, yeah, I got that 5 of Pentacles. So what is that? Why are we doing that? What's this? You know, this could be the cause for the rebirth. If this is the cause for the rebirth, I got 2 more decks I'm going to pull from and see what I can get out. We're not going to dwell on that because 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles does talk about changes that are extremely uncomfortable, that are extremely painful. It's losses emotionally, it's losses materially. So why is this on my table? With my lemon tart. What's this mini lemon tart? What messages do we have for my mini lemon tart? What's that? What's going on here? Water. So I have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. More Cancer-based energy when we talk about maternal energy. Could be that related to those areas of life. But water is very healing. It's deeply healing in that it enables you to kind of let go where that is a thing. At the bottom I got Trine, which talks about angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. All right, we're gonna get there. Give me 1 second. Just let me ground this energy, because there's a lot of trauma. But the beauty in the trauma here is the Chariot is healing, right? It is where we're comfortable. It's where we've been devoted to becoming more comfortable, more stable, in a major arcana sense. Because yes, these are 3 shadow cards, but it's mundane. It's day to day. It's things that I don't want to say they're easy to overcome, but they're not infinite. They're not universal. It's day to day. With devotion and a commitment to a rebirth, there's a clean and clear ability to transform whatever the situation is. So let me see if I can get more. And I may pull 2 to 3. Yeah, I may pull 2 to 3 from this deck just because what is that? What are these messages? And confirm, clarify for me these messages. Healing. Okay, perfect. So glad to see healing. Water, healing. Being near water may help you. Bodies of water, right? That's a thing. Yes, I am using that deck, but just water is a thing here. Make sure you're drinking enough water and that you're staying hydrated, okay? So tell me more about the rebirth. The lightest expression, I'll take those. The lightest expression of 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles is those of you that want to lose weight. I definitely see that. When we talk about Cancer-based energy, it is people, when we talk about physical bodies, it is a little bit extra weight. When we talk about water, like extra weight and fluid, Cancer places are known to be lunar in nature, a little more rounder. So if we're talking about weight loss, definitely a thing. Where that's a thing. We got show the world the real you. It's time to take action, being very active. Okay, so you'll get the information you need to heal. You'll get the information you need to change, transform, and bring love into situations. You'll get the support you need to get things going. Historically, right? This is support. This is support. This is being nurtured towards a rebirth, okay? So, let's see. Both Aquarius energies are here. Show the world the real you. Yeah, so if you've been in some sort of a rebirth, right? Because there's always a timeline, okay? I don't want to drag this out, but there's always a timeline. And you're all at varying stages of it. Some of you, the shadow is you're stepping into some sort of a rebirth. I don't say that to alarm you. There's something that's going to make you want to change or force you to change in some way. And it's for the best because in the end, like beautiful thing, okay? Like it may be news you don't want. It may be information you find out that you don't want. But at the end of it, like it's going to be the best thing. You're going to be very supported in all of the best ways. Others of you where this may be your present energy or your historical energy, the rebirth is completing. Like I mentioned, the dedication, devotion to your path, yourself, your stuff. I see here where it's aligning you in the right universal energy, right? I always say right places, spaces, right? That's what it's doing. So I think I can pull from this love deck now because the reality is a rebirth after some sort of trauma. Doesn't have to be the most chaotic trauma, but some sort of trauma. Okay, whether that's you or you hearing about someone else and it may be being inspiring to you. Okay, so tell me more about these messages, because who is that? I got Cancer placements on my table, Aquarius placements on my table. Full moon in Aquarius is a thing. Will happen near Leo season for those of you watching real time, but something about that Aquarius Leo axis is a thing. Pay attention to your dreams. That's a thing as well. What messages are incoming from my mini lemon tart in terms of love? What messages? There we go. Memories. Yeah, okay, so confirmation of your past, right? For those of you where this is heavily past energy and this is the news is rebirth complete, the news coming in, the messages you get, whether it's from people, whether it's situations, approvals, whatever it is you need. The incoming messages over the next several weeks are going to be ones that let you know, okay, that is in the past, right? This rebirth is complete. You know, I often get a cleansing vibe from the lemon piles. I'm realizing I feel like the lemon associated piles always have like a cleansing energy, which makes sense. But it says someone is walking down memory lane at this time. It's okay to reminisce about the past by looking at old photos and messages. You may get, I heard some of you on social media, someone's going to comment on an old photo, old message, like really old one. So that may be an incoming message you have. there's someone that's reflecting on you in your life. Could be this thing, but just someone that you have memories with, they're reflecting. I'm not saying you won't get those messages. Excuse me. I got like the weird energy clearing thing that happens sometimes when I step into the really traumatized piles. That makes sense. Because there's a bunch of people on the table with this Aquarius energy. So some of them are not like, they're like, it's spilled milk, it's over. So they're not going to interact with you in any way. Others of you, others of these people on my table, I don't know. It's weird. You may get you're going to get responses to old messages. You're going to have people that just reflect and don't reach out. But then you also have people that are just, they're remembering things, but they're still in this present era with you. So, I mean, it makes sense when you really think about it. We got missed chances. Letter M could be a relevant thing here, but have you considered all of your options? Did you give it your everything? In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Yeah, there's somebody here romantically with regret. Okay, leaning into that. Missed chances and memories. Is someone thinking about the fact that maybe they missed their chance with you, or hoping that they don't? So in a romantic sense, there's like 3 options. Someone that you're interacting with now, thinking about the fact that it took multiple chances. I don't know why that's coming through. They're thinking about the fact that it took multiple chances to get it right with you. And in their mind, they're probably thinking like they should have left it alone if it's been chaos. I don't know why that came through. But there's also someone here that's like, I hope I haven't missed my chance with this lemon tart. Let me shoot my shot. I think I mentioned replying to like old messages, or sending you a message, or going messaging old pictures. Somebody may accidentally like a really old picture on your social media. For those of you, that's the thing. And then I also have this message of someone that's like, man, it's so far gone. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's over with pile 3. Because you know you guys like to bring me your baggage with all of the chaos with the exes and all of the things. So what else? What else? What else? Someone's gonna really take their time romantically, though. I'll say that much. And maybe they did. Maybe that's what I'm channeling. I want to wrap you up so that this doesn't drag out longer. I do apologize, y'all. We're shortening these because we don't have the time. But I think you'll appreciate the shorter messages. So let me see. My mini lemon tart. What advice do we have for this group? This is a pile of needing more messages, more than I have time to sit with today, because there's a lot of messages on the table. You benefit from those other readings on my channel. Feels like a group that would even benefit from like the skeleton key readings, especially things like that. I do have other lemon readings, so maybe go there. And obviously, feel free to pick other piles, okay? What advice do we have here? Yeah, I cleanse this deck. Some of you pick up multiple piles, and that is all right. That's all right, okay? And if you weren't going to do that, don't go just because I said that. Because your messages always come through where they need to. We have child of the cosmos. Intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay? There we go. Know that you're always supported. Always protected, okay? We have Earth, yeah, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. That is a collective thing. Maybe we'll do a collective message for everybody where that's not a pick a pile, since this is something that's been a little bit recurring. But you are a child of the cosmos that is grounding, stabilizing, being rebirthed on the physical plane, and all of the messages that you get, all of the mundane messages will align with that. And he offers opportunities, relationships, connections that are coming in the next several weeks or even within the next year. You'll see that, but make sure that you're grounded and operating from the physical plane, okay? Thank you for supporting the channel. All right, my mini strawberry mousse cake. Let's take a look at who wants to talk to you. Will they reach out? Whatever incoming messages you need to be anticipating. So let's take a look from my mini strawberry mousse cake. What's this? Aquarius, the visionary. Someone sees you clearly, okay? Somebody and you are also on the same page. Like somebody sees the vision, whether it's your vision or your potential, okay? Like, I see that here. And I love that for you because it feels like a pile of kind of finally being understood in a certain way. Like, if you're not used to that, right? Aquarius rules our collective spaces. Feels like finding your tribe, finding the people that align with you, have similar interests, finally understand your pitch, right? If you're trying to like get a business going, if you need support in some areas, like people that finally understand what you mean. If you have like a weird, quirky hobby, finally finding people that also like that weird, quirky hobby, love it for you, and being fulfilled as a result, okay, with the full moon. So someone somewhere is going to see the vision. So this is your confirmation. You're getting that job, you're getting that loan, you're getting that approval, whatever it is, okay? That's what you're getting pretty soon. That's the people that want to interact with you, people that get it. All right, let me get this tarot, especially where you've been getting a lot of rejections, where you've been avoided, because Four of Cups talks about being disinterested and just not even acknowledging somebody. If that's been you, those days are over with. Love it for my mini strawberry mousse cake. Tell me who wants to talk to my mini. Yeah, look at you. The Empress, it talks about somebody that's on top. It's someone that's getting everything they need. It talks about harvest. It's ruled by the sign of Taurus. So everything associated with Venus and beauty and love and admiration and being valued, right? It rules the second house of being valued, of having things of value, of being an asset. So if you have assets people were depreciating, whether we're talking about talents, actual stuff, like people get it. Someone gets it, okay? And it's going to benefit you, okay? I don't know why I'm leaving all the space. It's fine. I started doing it in a different pile. Those of you selecting these piles, we're creating a lot of space, okay? Mini strawberry mousse cake. Who wants to talk to you? Will they reach out? What incoming messages for my, collaboration. Three of Pentacles talks about people working and building and just everything coming together the way that it needs to, right? The Empress actually is the third card in the major arcana. So something about threes, the number 3 could be 3 messages, 3 offers, 3 people, right? Something about that right there. But everything's coming together, everything's working in combination. If you need a partner, if you need people, if you need support, if what you're gonna do requires more than just you, everything, all the people required is coming together, okay? Let me see. It's just hitting me, all coming together. That's just spitting it out. So what else for my mini strawberry mousse cake? We got a King of Pentacles, somebody that's very stable, very grounded, very experienced. Someone that has the know-how, could be someone with Taurus placements, but it's someone that knows exactly how to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Someone that's very experienced in whatever it is you're interested in. Someone that knows how to put together this vision. We know how to bring it to fulfillment, right? We know how to bring it to fruition, whether that's you and people kindly seeing that in you, or if it's someone else coming in to give you that collaboration you need. That's exactly what's on the table. I love it. It's a very distinct person on the table, very distinct group of people. We got the High Priestess, talks about what was missing, the blind spots, okay? Something about blind spots. We got a Knight of Cups. Someone that's very passionate about this or understands why you're passionate about something. I got 2 divine feminine energies on the table as well from major arcana. So I want to point that out. There's 1, 2 on the table. So tell me more about this strawberry mousse cake. What's going on? Who wants to talk to them? What is this? Venus. So if you would identify as feminine nature, you're stepping into your divine feminine era. There's some people, could be more than 1, more than 2, 3, whatever that I mentioned, they get it, right? Like something about your energy, something about the way you express yourself, something about the way you look, everything associated with that divine feminine energy, it's really coming together. Now, if that's not you, you may have a divine feminine within your vicinity that gets it, whether we're talking about romantic, whether we're talking about just someone that sees you worth either taking a chance on or just the vision overall. Something about seeing the vision, that like it's not thousands of messages for this group. It's like maybe 3 distinct ones, okay? And I've got Uranus, radically change. And so planet that rules Aquarius. So could be that full moon in Aquarius, could be relevant. That will happen in the summertime. For those of you watching real time, pay attention to that timeline. But Venus is, I think, in Taurus right now. I think it is. Yes, it is. So something about right now through this full moon in Aquarius is a big deal. And in a shocking and surprising way, but it feels innovative. It feels inspirational. It doesn't feel scary or bad. It just, I don't know, something finally is coming together and it makes sense. So tell me more. We do have a full moon eclipse coming up at the end of summer. Yeah, at the end of summer. So summer, pay attention to summertime, y'all. Okay? For these really great messages. Someone gets it. Things are coming together. The visionary. Okay. And I hope this isn't so broad that it's throwing you off. But it feels like my goal-oriented group. Like you have something you're working towards. So it makes sense because hold your vision. You got a fixed moon. Hold your vision. So something about making sure you, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I'm throwing myself off as the reader, but I mean, the cards don't lie, right? The visionary, hold your vision. That's a key thing, okay? So whatever that is, whatever that means for you. At the bottom, I've got full moon in Pisces. Balance spirituality and practicality. And you know, that full moon will be an eclipse at the end of summer. I keep saying summer time. So you're getting time ranges and you're getting an overall energy versus specific messages. So take heed of what I'm saying. Members, y'all are going to have obviously a little short write-up and some redirections possibly. But I'm going to map out these timelines. If that's not your thing, being a member of the Onyx Key, do not feel pressured. I mean, I'm saying it, so just, I don't know, take a note, okay? Mini strawberry mousse cake. Tell me about love. Who's gonna talk to my mini strawberry mousse cake and love? What incoming messages regarding love is coming in from my mini strawberry mousse cake? I will take all 4 of these in the bottom. Okay, look, somebody gets it. Like, I don't know. Y'all got so much great stuff coming in. This is my group of what messages? Attention. It's like high alert. Got Empress, Venus, and the main attraction. Regardless of gender, it's like all eyes on you in the best way for my strawberry mousse cake. I love it. I love it. But romantically, someone can't keep their eyes off you. You are the leading star. Center of attention. So there's somebody that's locked in with you that wants you specifically, okay? We've got an energy of freedom. When we can be our truest selves, we are then able to freely love. Feels like I finally get it, right? So when it comes to love, it's someone that sees the vision with you, right? They feel like something about your energy, your personality, you're very authentic, and like you're the type of person that they would be able to just enjoy life with. That's why they're like locked in with you specifically. We got the best part is building a future. Boom. Okay. And it says this one's a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level, which, yeah. And if life were a movie, being with each other would be the best part. You both bring out the better parts of each other. Somebody is got it bad for you. I love it. I love it. Love to see. That said, there's some jealousy. Okay, it says watch out. This is a warning message. Be aware of gossip, envy, and jealousy. Someone or something is trying to stand in the way of this connection. So messages coming in. Somebody's interested in you that maybe someone else is interested in. Maybe other people are interested in. Too bad. You also have messages coming in where you're going to be incredibly blessed, incredibly fulfilled. People are going to get it. Someone's going to get it when it comes to the vision of you. And somebody's going to be salty about it. Like Empress, Venus, main attraction. You're going to be looking good, doing well. And Obviously, when you have this bright light on you, you're getting this attention, you're getting this recognition, you're getting praised, celebrated in that way. Everybody's not going to be happy. It just is what it is. So where you have great messages coming in, maybe you're going to hear some gossip about yourself, or people going to be like, oh, such and such said this petty thing. I really wouldn't care. But I'm also like, I wouldn't care when it comes to certain things like that, right? So especially if you're doing really well, there's absolutely no reason to care. So let me get this advice. What advice do I have for my mini strawberry mousse cake regarding their messages? Let's see. This is a message you've already gotten, or you don't realize it's already set, right? Right, what does that say? Hold your vision. This is already set, locked in, okay? And this is the advice I was gonna take, okay? So what is this locked in already message? Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. As you step into your blessings, as you get these messages and confirmation that elevate you further in your life, like it's happened before. It feels like past life, or maybe it's just an elevation of what you're already doing. Like you're already doing this. You've already done this. It feels like you've already done this. Literally. That's what the card says. So something about your blessings, you've already done it. Maybe that's the confidence aligned with it, and people's jealousy of, oh, you know, maybe Power Forwards just think they're better than me or us, because like it feels like you are not going to overreact to whatever the great stuff is or thing is. Okay, because it's familiar and or it's expected because of the vision. Okay, so what advice? Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremities of life. Yeah, some of you are going to be stepping into an energy of doing something again that you did already before, right? So a good example would be career. I'll just use career. You're not really impressed by whatever elevation in your career because you're just at a new company with it, or you're just taking a next step. Like that, I guess, starstruck excitement of next level, you've surpassed it because you've done it already 2, 3, possibly times over. So like, I guess the advice here is confirmation, be confident, be stable in it. Okay, because this feels like just be easygoing, regardless of who says what, how. Okay? Just be stable, be confident, know that you've done it before, treat it like it's familiar. That's what that feels like. Treat it like it's familiar. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It feels like surrendering to the universe, connecting with the right types of people, utilizing the people around you in the best way, because 3 of Pentacles is this energy where we lean on support where we need it. Okay, because fall into my arms, you are not alone also talks about taking support where you need it, and that's okay. All right, so I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.